Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you with the Pokemon sales data video. There's really not a lot to go over here today, so some of this will be kind of a where I think the hobby's going and some certain other factoids. We shall go start with base set. Charmander first edition PSA 10. Now, out of the first edition PSA 10 Charmanders, like 600 something that there are only two that are signed by Arita that have an autograph grading of a 10. So not only is it first edition PSA 10, but the autograph by Arita got a 10 as well. $5,000. So remember, like I said, Arita tends to double whatever it's on. That makes sense if you have a first base Charmander that's worth between 2,500 and $3,000. Yeah, $5,000 makes sense with an Arita signature. Now we had an offer, very low offer in my opinion, for $475,000 for a first edition complete base set. Very, very low. Big decline on that. Buddy of mine, Mark, who actually has one of those sets, says he's gotten $600,000 offers for it, and he's declined it. So he would estimate it at about $750,000 to $800,000. I don't know if he'd actually take that. I think maybe he might take that to maybe buy a big ass trophy card. I don't know. That just proves, like, God, remember 2 years ago when we could get base set for like $100,000? I would totally do that now. Oh, it's incredible. Anyway, moving on to fossil set. Only had one. Zapdos, first edition PSA 10, sold for $1,192. Yeah, it's the second appearance of Zapdos, so it's not going to get too much. The only time when it would just be like if there's not a lot of them, if there's hard to grade, it's very rare. Gold Stars, only had one, but Espeon, the Pop 5 Espeon Gold Star, PSA 10, $15,000. Rocket set. Gold Stars, in my opinion, very, very underrated. Very, very underrated. It's not like most of us didn't grow up with them. Most of us that grew up with the first couple generations, Gold Stars were kind of, after we stopped collecting. But there was, and that being said, Pokemon was kind of entering a low point in the hobby, and there were just not, the print one was not big for them. The print run was very, very small, and Gold Stars is very, very rare. I think they're undervalued. Rocket set. Dark Dragonite, first edition, PSA 10, sold for $3,400. All right, very good. We had a Golbat. We had a hollow and a non-hollow Golbat, or a dark Golbat, I guess. First edition PSA 9, sold for $244. They were both first edition. They were both PSA 9. Total combined was $244. And we had a Rocket Sneak Attack, first edition PSA 9, sold for $185. That card jumped a lot. Like the 10 used to be like $185. Now it's no. So that's for the Rocket set. Again, a lot of these other cards are kind of getting the poop end of the stick because they weren't really that playable. They were cool because oh wow, these are Rockets. Like, remember on the Nugget Bridge when after you defeat those 5 Nugget trainers and then the 6th one, so technically Nugget 6, he's like, hey, you should be a member of Team Rocket. I wish we could have done that. We could have played for Team. There's a chance to own those cards. So a lot of them are cool, even though the artwork's a little meh, and they're not allowed to have really good stats because they're dark. They're forced their Pokemon to evolve early. Neo Revelation, the legendary beasts. We had Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. All of them on there. They were all first edition. They were all PSA 9. Sold for $2,700. It's really cool. I really enjoy those cards. They're just so badass. And you get a whole set for $900 a card. Incredible. We have a couple of Japanese things to go over. Japanese booster box, $17,400. Incredible. And we have a PSA 10 Master Scrolls. This was a while ago, but I just found out about it. Sold for $30,100. It's an incredible piece of artwork. Very, very rare. Now, remember when I was talking about Trophy Kangaskhan? I bring it up almost every video. And SM Pratt had said that, yes, after I brought up in like 2 videos ago, he had offers for his person. He had 2. One on PWCC that was not his, just another copy that someone else was putting on. Had sold for $150,100. And then as soon as that sold, he immediately got emails and texts and whatever. And he sold his for $150,000. Again, he has 2. So the copy that he was selling sold for $150,000. Now he has another copy with him. He has gotten offers for that for $150,000, $160,000. A bunch of people are interested. He said no. And he said himself, and I quote, was like, even if they doubled that price, I probably wouldn't sell it. So if you take that quote, even if they double that price, I probably wouldn't sell. You could offer him $300,000 for that card, and he said he wouldn't sell because he'll never get that card again. Maybe, I guess, if he took $300,000 from that and then bought the one that's on eBay for $258, yeah, he could do that, but a little messy. I don't know why he'd do that. Yeah, so you obviously have the people that really want it can go to that guy on eBay and say, like, hey, listen, I'll give you like $200,000 for it. Maybe he takes it, maybe he doesn't. I don't know, but you can buy it for like $258,000, and that next one to sell, that would be the record price point. And then as soon as that goes, I don't know when you're going to see another one again. Could be years, because SM Pratt is not going to sell his unless maybe for from $500,000. Like, okay, be stupid not to, I guess. $500,000, I don't know. So that's just something that I thought was really cool. Neo Destiny Shining Mewtwo First Edition PSA 9 sold for $2,192. And does that seem a little low? It seems a little low to me, and I'll tell you why. One, because the Shining Mewtwo has been getting like $6 to $8,000, I think, for the first edition PSA 10s. And this one happened to be PSA 9. And usually, for the Shinings, the 9s sell about half of what the 10s get. So these are kind of the exception to the Chavez rule. So I think this should be like at least like $3,000 or $4,000. But this person, I don't know the feedback they had, but they only had one picture of the front. There was no pictures of the back. So that is something why either they were just new, people were just nervous, or the person that posted it is just like, listen, the back looks effed up as all hell, and we are just not going to advertise that. So it sold for less. Okay, sorry, that is Tesla stuff. I don't know why. All right, anyway, guys, that is it for today. I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love to see other channels doing this as well. Other channels that I see doing this obviously have Logan Paul. Obviously have, PokeRev and Gemmin Pokemon, everyone, SM Pratt. But, and Leon Hart. But there's this channel that I had, and he was mentioned in the Logan Paul stream, is Graham Stephan. And I watched him for like finance videos. I was like, okay, I have a lot of extra capital. Where do I put it? And everything that he says is you can get like 8, 10, 12% a year, which is fine, interest on your money. And obviously I can make more doing the high risk lending. So it's like I kind of stopped watching him after a while, but he's good. He can definitely tell you what to do, and he'll point you in the right direction. But him doing a video on his reaction a few weeks ago to Logan Paul pulling, what he pulled for him and everything, and it was pretty cool. So, and he's like just a finance guy, and I don't think he had ever mentioned Pokemon in his videos before that video. So you're getting like 1 million or 2 million subscribers from him, that I think 600,000 people watched that video, his Pokemon video. So you're seeing 600,000 people that some of them might not have known what Pokemon was. Like, I thought it was for kids, and then they see, and anyone that knows Graham Stephan that's seen his videos knows he is the cheapest person I've ever seen in my life. That's not true. I know a couple people cheaper than him, but he is so freaking cheap. Like, my God. And everyone that's cheap are like, I'm not cheap, I'm frugal. It means you're fucking cheap, dude. Sorry. Anyway, says the person that is living on like $4 a day eating Taco Bell, trying to save money, pay off this trophy Kangaskhan. The fact that he spent $11,000 on that pack, that's got to get people thinking like, okay, this millionaire in his 20s that is the most cheap, frugal person I know is spending $11,000 on Pokemon, and 600,000 people saw that. There's something there. Now, obviously, you have Logan Paul, who has 20-something million subscribers. Yeah, obviously, see the Logan Paul boom, but you have other YouTubers like that, too. And again, Logan Paul has a lot of younger followers. Graham Stephan, he has probably some younger followers as well, but you can be damn sure that anyone in the 30s or 40s sees, if you see someone younger, more successful than you, either one or two things are going to happen. You're going to be jealous and completely ignore the person, or the smarter people will be like, what does he know that I don't know? I need to find out. Or she, what does she know? Whatever it is. What do they know that I don't? And they are going to, and I watched like 60% of his videos, especially on his house flipping, how he actually became a millionaire in his 20s. I won't do it. I will do it in my 30s, but I didn't really get started in this until I was 26, 27. So that's my excuse. I've only been at it a couple of years. So anyway, guys, like I said, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. I'll talk to you all later. I will not be here tomorrow. Or the next day. Or the next day. Because I'm on vacation! Sorry. Yes, I'm doing a lot of things. Unfortunately, YouTube might not be one of them. I'll let you guys know. Okay, I love you. Goodbye. Meow.